To stop danger in its tracks and leave owners prepared for an apocalypse. From petty crimes to the end of times, we've got you covered. Today we're headed out to a well-to-do suburb in McDonough, Georgia, 20 miles downtown of Atlanta, right next to the South River, where you can find some of the best largemouth bass in the South. Why didn't I bring my fishing pole?
This house is just awesome. Beautiful countryside, beautiful location. The owners moved in not too long ago, and they're looking to protect themselves and their investment. You must be Ed.
You guys from Moss?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
Come on in, guys.
Thank you.
Age before beauty.
Looking at the front door, Fred and I observed an immediate problem.
This is a big home security no-no. You have a lock here and it's secure, but there's glass very close to it.
I mean, that's a thief's dream right there.
So literally you could break this or this, reach in, turn, and then unlock the door.
With all that glass and no double key deadbolt, a thief can just in, out, no problem with all your stuff.
Hey, Steph. We'll meet the guys.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Stephanie.
Nice to meet you.
Ed and his wife, Stephanie, have one son at home and one son in college who comes home a lot. They have plenty of reasons to want to be safe.
So what type of situations are you really concerned about?
Home invasions, society could break down, doomsday. We're a long ways from the road. I need a way to protect my family and make sure that if someone were to come in, I can get them out.
We definitely need a way, in case we are approached, a way to get out safely.
If anything ever goes wrong in the cities, people are going to get away from the danger. They're going to come out to the rural areas thinking they can plunder and get the things they need to survive. Do you have any kind of security system now?
Smith & Wesson.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Smith & Wesson is a heck of a revolver, and that's fine if you're Dirty Harry, but we need something that's going to get our family away from danger. Well, Ed, Stephanie, why don't we have a look around in the house here?
Sure.
Lead the way.
Let's take a look upstairs.
This is the master bedroom, and I think this would be our safest place if we had to retreat.
We noticed your driveway is a long driveway, so if Erica puts some sensors at the end of the driveway, that'll give y'all a long buffer system.
I'll put a motion sensor at the top of the driveway that'll trigger an alarm inside the house. I'll also rig up surveillance cameras that'll monitor all activity on the property. By knowing that they're coming from the driveway and by knowing who it is, you'll know how to react.
Well, Ed, I noticed your little shotgun.
Yeah, it's an 020 gauge. That's what holds the curtain back, but past that, we need some help.
You can tell this family ain't preppers. You don't use guns to hold up curtains. Stephanie, do you know how to use a firearm?
Very little, very minimal knowledge, actually.
Well, we're gonna have to take care of that situation, too. We're gonna have to give Stephanie a lesson later, but now we've got to figure out their escape plan.
If we had to leave, we would leave how?
The only way out is now.
Yeah, I'm thinking on
We
the
probably need to go have a look out there.
The layout of this house is way off the roads, and the master bedroom upstairs is overlooking a beautiful river.
Well, it's well off the ground, and there's no steps coming up here. I think that, some sort of an escape ladder, rope ladder, would probably work just fine for getting away.
There's one problem with Eric's idea. In case of emergency, we don't want this family to hit the ground where a bunch of marauders could attack them.
I'm looking at the deck and the river, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. Well, folks, I'm noticing this tree right down here by the water line. That gives me an idea. I think we could utilize that tree to get out of here. I think we should put up a zip line.
But a zip line escape plan is awesome.
I mean, that's like something straight out of Mission Impossible or James Bond or something.
From here or?
From here all the way down to there. Well, I've been making zip lines since I was a kid, and I know how to do this.
I really like the idea of the zip line, too, because that takes them all the way down to their boat. That's a great getaway vehicle. A boat doesn't leave any tracks. Once they're off the zip line, they're going to head out to their boat. That way they can make a nice, clean escape down the river.
Sounds like a great plan.
Sounds good.
I think we should have a look around and start getting some designs together. So the next thing we have to do is check out the condition of the boat.
I'm liking the boat thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a little beat up and shoddy, but I think it can be salvaged.
Well, I think that we definitely want to put some kind of a motor on it. I mean, maybe batteries, some fishing equipment.
If the whole world is going up in flames, you might as well do a little fishing.
Well, I'm thinking once we set it up, we'll move the whole thing right to the edge, camouflage it so you can't see it and everything.
Exactly. I think that's a plan, and that way the boat's ready to go. All they have to do is zip line down here, hop in, and off they go.
So here's our plan. We'll put a motion sensor at the top of the driveway, then install a few surveillance cameras for the family to monitor unwanted activity on their property. If intruders approach, the sensor will set off an alarm inside the house. To escape the danger, the family will zip down the zip line from the family's back deck to the river so they can whisk onto a boat and speed off to safety. While Fred and Eric gather supplies, I've decided to catch us some lunch.
Hey, Barry, come grab some of this stuff and give me a hand.
Yeah, I hear Fred, but I'm fishing. Don't interrupt a man when he's fishing.
Let's test this.
Okay.
Here, you hold that.
Just picked up a trolling motor and a battery. The trolling motor costs about 300 bucks. The battery costs about 40 bucks. Pretty good bargain when you figure it could save your life.
Put that on there.
Negative to negative.
Right.
Test that little jewel. Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Nice and quiet, too.
Yeah.
I need to safety test this boat before I clear it for any of the family members.
Bon voyage, Skippo. Hey, look at that fat guy in the little boat.
That guy moves out pretty quick, don't it?
Yeah, it does. Dude, you're making me sick. Never loan Fred a boat. Or anything that moves, for that matter.
Yeah, this is the story of Fred's life, going in circles, round and round. It makes you dizzy. Let's get this boat pulled up in camouflage and we start on the zip line.
Well, you drive a boat just as crummy as you do a truck.
Yep.
Let's start covering up this boat.
Made us remove all the camouflage. And flip that one over right next to the tree. Just rotate it right over, Barry.
I think it's about time to get cracking on that zip line, guys.
This zip line will be epic. It's the Ben-Hur of Prepper Security.
I'm glad he gave the old guy something light to carry.
Yeah, exactly. When I was in Iraq, we learned how to build unconventional escapes, so this is right up my alley. The zip line has to be anchored in place. One anchor will be attached to a tree by the river, and the other one will be below the deck, where we'll need to attach it to a really heavy object. When I mentioned to Ed, the homeowner, that we needed an anchor for the zip line, he said that we could use his big dually truck. That's a truck with double wheels in the back. This project's already got him broke off for about $2 grand, so this truck will save him some money, and I call that hillbilly ingenuity.
I hope this old thing starts.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, Barry, guide me back. I can't see nothing. I got leaves all over this.
I can't see a thing. I don't know why I asked Barry to guide the car. He barely even comes up to the taillights.
Fred! Dude, you almost hit the deck.
Come on back, straight back.
My director's 3 foot tall.
Straight back. Go.
Dude, the guy directing me's 3 foot tall. Of course I can't see him.
I may be small in size, but I'm huge in stature.
Next step is bolting our 20-foot pole to the side of the deck. Then we're gonna run the zip line over the top of the pole.
Push it on up. Careful now.
Yeah, why don't you go up on the deck and hold the top so it doesn't follow my head.
All right, got it, old man? Whew.
All right.
Getting a little warm. Starting to do some real work. We're bolting this pole to the deck because we have to make sure that every element of the build is 100% safe so that anyone riding this zip line will be good to go. Knowing you guys, you probably planted a wasp nest under here for me or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of season.
Okay.
All right, scooting tight. How much weight do you think this thing will hold?
In theory, 12,000 pounds. The breaking point, but the operating weight probably around 2,500 pounds.
Can I let go of this damn thing now?
No, pretend you're working.
Okay.
Yeah, you can let go.
Now it's time to unwrap the cable that people actually hang from when they come down the line.
Fred and Eric are going up on the deck to thread the cable over the top of the pole. All right, got it?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yep, I got it.
Okay.
All right. It's got to go through a hole here, so let's just get a hole
Make
cut.
this hole.
Yep.
So the cable will go through it. There you go. I'm gonna start lowering it down. It should be coming down to you,
I got
Barry.
it.
You got it, all right. Dude, I'm dreaming a Chuck Norris dream sliding down here shooting this Uzi or the AK, man. Come on, dude. Why don't we have it done yet?
You'll get to live your dream soon, don't worry.
Me and Chuck Norris would be good buddies. I'd be able to train every day on the zip line. Yeah.
Now we're about to do the most important element of this build, which is going to be running our wire to our anchor, which in this case is a dually truck. This thing is heavy enough to where, whoa, 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 wait a minute.
Shit.
See that?
Break.
Are you stop a runaway dually?
Son of a bitch. I swear that e-brake was on.
Fred, you idiot! It's going for the lake! Dude. Fred, come on. You couldn't have put the e-brake on.
That was close.
I've heard of a yellow submarine, but you almost made a white one.
I was close to putting the truck in the river. Close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and nuclear war.
Just in case. Okay.
I think we all need a break from this zip line. What better way to relax than have a little target practice? I promised Stephanie I'd give her a lesson on how to ward off intruders. You put yourself in that bedroom, and you load this gun and get ready, and you holler to them, "I've got a gun!"
Yes.
They're coming down the hallway. So what do you say?
Stay away, identify yourself. I have a gun.
Louder.
I have a gun. I will shoot
Louder.
you. I have a gun. I will shoot you if you come near.
It may seem funny, but if Steph can do this right, she may never have to pull the trigger.
Sounds like you're having a Tupperware party.
I am gonna kill you if you come closer.
One more time,
I
louder.
will shoot if you come closer.
I'm convinced.
Okay.
I
I'm
can't
convinced.
scream any
You
louder.
didn't scream that loud at me.
Good, that's the whole idea.
So all of this training and all of your preps are gonna be involved with the idea of escaping. All right?
Sounds good.
Get cracking.
Thanks.
All right. I don't want Stephanie to ever have to need that gun. That's why this zip line needs to be perfect so the family can avoid all confrontation. With the dually truck now secured under the deck, we can attach our zip line to its heavy frame. We've got these heavy-duty transport straps that are hooked to the frame of the truck. These things are rigid. They're not going anywhere. Basically, we're going to take the shackle, put it through here. All right, and then this is fed through there,
Got it.
just like this. Like a giant piece of fishing line.
Oh.
Except really, really, really
We're gonna
sturdy.
catch a real big fish.
Absolutely right, Barry. This will even hold your mama up.
I'll be talking about my mama.
Now that we've got it anchored to the truck, we're gonna take the cable down the hill and attach it to the tree.
All right. Start slowing down towards the ground. Just set it down, it'll stop. There we go. That's good right there.
Next, we're gonna wrap some heavy-duty straps around the tree to protect it.
Eric, I didn't know you were a tree hugger.
Yeah, tie yourself to the tree. You can't take this tree.
The last thing we have to do is install our braking system so the rider won't slam into the tree. All right, guys, we're gonna get our brake installed. That's what these two inconspicuous-looking blocks of wood are.
How is that gonna work, Eric?
It stops you. Your carriage is gonna hit this thing and stop. The first thing we've got to do is install this braking block to the cable. So we've got our brake block installed. This bungee right here is attached to a spike in the ground. The way this braking system works is when the rider hits the block, it stretches a bungee and slows them down, and when it fully extends, it stops them.
Okay.
All right, let's straighten up the eyeballs on the bottom.
Perfect.
Yep. I'm liking the looks of this contraption, but Fred and I have business inside. Fred, what do you got laid out over here?
These are gonna be the go bags that are gonna go for the zip line.
One thing I never leave home without is a go bag. It has all I need to survive for 72 hours.
Each bag is gonna have an MRE in it, 2 waters in it, this, that snack, some crackers, a granola bar, little general stuff. Flashlight's important. And then this one's gonna be Big Daddy. And if they only get one bag, this is the most important. This is gonna have his 9mm in it.
Big ass knife.
Got a pretty decent edge on it.
Well, you would know, wouldn't you? I may be the Michelangelo of booby traps, but Fred is the Michelangelo of bug out bags.
And he's got plenty of room for a nice jacket that's light but breaks wind.
You sure a jacket that breaks wind?
Yeah, well,
I'm a windproof jacket.
Windproof
Wind
jacket,
resistant.
wind
okay, I got
resistant.
you now.
This family, good to go. But the front door is definitely in need of an upgrade. This is one of those easy fixes that can simply prevent a robbery.
that one will go on the outside.
We're gonna replace the existing deadbolt with one that requires a key. That way, if somebody breaks the front door window, they can't just turn the deadbolt.
Okay.
Well, that didn't take long.
Nope. Sweet. Get lost.
Fred and I have got the family buttoned up inside the house. But young blood out there still needs to add some bells and whistles to the yard.
What we've got here is our driveway alarm and sensor. When it's triggered, it sends a signal to our alarm that's going to be in the bedroom. Next, I'm going to put up cameras so they can see who's coming. The infrared camera will allow it to see at night, send the feed inside to a monitor that Ed and Stephanie can look at anytime they need to. The cameras we installed outside earlier that watch the driveway and the front door, those feeds get sent to this monitor. The nice thing about the monitor is that it's small like a cell phone, so it can go anywhere in the house they want to take it, and it's got its own little dock for keeping it charged. If Ed and Stephanie are hanging out and they hear the driveway alarm go off, they know that when they look at this, if they see bad guys coming down the driveway with a bunch of guns or something, all they gotta do is hit their panic alarm, and that lets everybody in the house know it's time to come here and get on out of Dodge. Just show you how it works, and there it goes. So that lets the alarm sound off. Time to get down to the bedroom, down to the Alamo here. The panic alarm that we installed is actually quite simple. When the panic button is actually pressed, it sends a loud noise throughout the whole house, letting everybody know, hey, something is going on. They know where it is, no one else does. Plain and simple. Very easy.
Well, we've got the zip line all completed. We're ready to test it.
Right here.
Our buddy Judo Bob has agreed to be the first one up. What a dummy.
Yeah, okay.
All right, give it a good shove. Push it real hard.
All right. Wait.
Dude!
What the hell?
Our client's dead, dude.
Yeah, we just gotta add some extra bungees into the system. It'll be all right. The braking system needed a little bit more stopping power. All right, I'm adding this bigger cord. It's gonna go all the way from the brake down to the ground there. If this doesn't stop them, I don't know what's going to. Judo Bob, part 2.
Ready.
Yeah, come on, push it.
Okay, we're good.
I told you guys it was gonna work.
I think maybe it's time for the next dummy to test it. Well, Eric, this looks a whole lot better than the zip lines I used to build. I think you're gonna be all right. Bon voyage.
Bye-bye.
Perfect.
Yeah, all of your body weight on your junk. Getting off the zip line is actually quite easy. You just unhook the clip on the harness and hop right down.
You ready?
Yeah, whenever you are.
Let's go. Perfect. Woo, that was fun. Well, you know what? Eric always gives me a hard time about maybe wearing old man's diapers, but for a moment there, I thought I might really need one.
Finally, I get to fulfill a childhood dream. I'm going down a zip line with an AK-47 and a full magazine of blanks. Nobody's gonna get hurt, but I'm gonna have a blast. Chuck Norris time, this is happening.
You boys realize I'm gonna fulfill a childhood dream right here, right?
You damn right.
What are we waiting on? Let's go.
The commie rebels all in these trees here.
All right. Woo!
Put a little weight on it. Now it's time for the real zip line drill. Ed, Stephanie, and their son Bart, who stopped by just for this. Real thing.
That is incredible.
Ready to ride it. What we're going to do here is basically run you through a basic training scenario, just teach you how to get down the line.
We're gonna send Bart first so he can get down there. He can cover Mom, and then Pop stays up here. You're the last one down. You got your camouflaged boat down there. We've got it all covered up. You need to get your family down there as quickly as possible and get them in that boat and get down this river.
You ready to go, man?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Until they're comfortable riding this thing, I'm gonna spot them below and control the braking system.
Eric, you ready?
On the way.
Are you ready?
Let's boogie.
All right, all on you.
Okay, let's get going.
Stand up here.
Y'all gotta move
Same
fast.
thing.
Go over to the boat here and go ahead and get the camo taken off. Get it ready for your parents when they come down. Okay. All right? Get your gun out, have it ready in case trouble comes.
Are you scared?
I'm scared.
All right, hold on.
Perfect. There goes Big Daddy.
Woo! Woo!
My heart's pounding.
Perfect.
All right, you're the captain of the ship. You gotta come on over here and join your crew and get on down the river. All right, y'all, bon voyage. See y'all.
Wow. Thing moves out pretty good, don't it?
Yep,
They got it together.
absolutely.
Well, not only do I think Ed and Stephanie are thrilled with the zip line, but hey, they can ride this thing for recreation. But I know that Ed and Stephanie and their family are gonna have a lot of fun until the apocalypse comes.
They do know they have to come back at some point, right?
You know, I think this build is foolproof. We've got electronics at the end of the driveway. We fortified their doors. We've changed their locks. We've got an escape route. We've got bug-out bags packed up and ready to go. We've got the family enough food to last 72 hours. They can get on the zip line, get to the river, get in the boat, and escape.
I think this is gonna be the gift that keeps on giving. I think they're gonna be out there wearing out that zip line when we're gone.
Well, hopefully you folks will never have to use any of this in an emergency situation, but you can have fun with it.
Guys, I appreciate everything. You know, family safety was what I was most concerned about. I do think we'll have some fun with it in the meantime. Definitely with the zip line, and it was seamless. It was definitely something that I could do, and certainly with the help of the guys. And we really appreciate everything you guys did.
Absolutely.
I
Guys, I appreciate y'all coming to dinner, right?
Of course.
Absolutely.